All right, so we're good to go. We finished up our 404 or step 404. We're error-free, and we're ready to go ahead and push that on up to GitHub, our branch up to GitHub, and then do our merge to production. So let's start with go ahead and let's just validate our GitHub real quick. Go take a peek, make sure that we're looking good out there. We have our 403 branches, last push that we did. Make sure that we have no files open in Dreamweaver. We're good there. And one last look at our local host. Make sure we're not throwing any errors. And we're good. So let's go ahead and let's hop out here and let's do our git status. We're on our 404 branch and that looks good. So let's do git push origin 404-0. Once our username, password, and it looks like we got a good push, so let's go validate that push real quick. Do a refresh. We can see that our 404 branch pushed up. There it is. And we're good to go as far as that goes. Awesome. So now that we got our push done, let's go ahead and remember, we're going to just validate one more time real quick and look at localhost, and we can see that our changes are there. And what we're going to do is we're going to get check out master. Now that we checked out master, what that should do is actually push our local host back to where it was before we started this. So we're just going to take a look at that. Bam, we can see we're right back on our 403 or our master branch, and all looks well there. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and let's do our merge. So git merge 404-0. There's our merge, 420 on our quotes, 420 lines there. And we can see all of our changes. Let's go validate that real quick, do a refresh on localhost, make sure that our merge came through on our local host. And there we go. So we are actually merged at this point. That's good stuff. So now that we have our merge done and we're ready to roll, let's go ahead and update our manifest. So we'll open up our readme file and we'll say open with Dreamweaver. And in our manifest, we're basically just going to put our 404 changes in there. And we can take a look at that and you can see I just copied and pasted my changes. You don't need the diff changes in there. I put them in there for you, and so that they're accessible to others as well. And so at this point, we updated our README file, our manifest, and we're good to go. With that, we can see that our changes are there. So let's go out and grab Commander and run a git status. And we can see that our change is there. So let's just do a git add. Git status again. That looks good. So now we're going to do a git commit, and of course I'm going to go after my I like to be consistent. All right, so go ahead and do our git commit. Run one more git status, take a peek, and we see that we're good there. So now that we've done our commit, we know that our GitHub is good. Let's go ahead and let's do a git push origin master. Let's push our master up. What's my username, password, and that should be pushing up. We see we have a good push there, so let's go validate that, and we can do that by taking a look, and we can actually see here, we know that it's gone through at this point. We can see that our notes have gone through. We have everything we need up there. Let's go ahead and validate, this is our GitHub Pages, and if we do a refresh, it should reflect those changes as well. I didn't clear cache, so maybe not, but I'm thinking it's going to work out. And there we go. So we know that we're good. So at this point, we validated our GitHub Pages. The last thing that we have to do is go ahead and update our production site. We can see our production site here. And we can see that, let's just take it all the way through instead of rushing through it. We can see that everything is on there. And the way that we want to do our validation, our production push, switch over to the folders. Go ahead and make sure we're connecting to the remote, which we are. Let's go back to here. Now you'll see that I have a different file folder in there, and so they're going to show up, and that's okay. You don't need to have that. It was 404 worker, and what I can do with this 404 worker actually is go ahead and mark them for deletion, and that'll get rid of them, push our new files up, our new quote file, and sync up our other files. So at this point, I'm hitting OK. It's asking me if I really want to delete those files. I'm saying, yep, I sure do. So let's go out and take a peek, and let's refresh. And we can see it got rid of the files, but not the folders. I'm going to clean my folder up. Again, you don't have this on yours, but I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that it's clean while I'm in here, rather than saying I'll get back to it and never getting back to it. And now we'll go ahead and we'll validate our production push. No errors yet. That's always a good sign. Log in. And we are good. We are now on production, and our 404 branch is out, and that ends this step of the lesson. Awesome. See you in the next lesson.